All right, example 5. It says, if a farmer harvests his crop today, he will have 1,200 bushels worth $3 per bushel. Every week he waits, the crop increases by 100 bushels, but the price is going to drop by 10 cents per bushel. When should he harvest his crop, and what will his profits be? So this is a gamble that every farmer is going to take every year when he goes to harvest his crops. What is going to be when is the most profitable time to harvest it, right? In order to make the most amount of money. So this is a revenue question. So let's talk about revenue. Revenue is always the number sold times the price per each one that you're selling. Okay. And X is going to represent always the number of times the price in this case drops. And technically this really represents the number of weeks as well. Because each time the price drops, he's waiting another week, right? So this X is going to be represent the number of weeks. All right, so let's look at his revenue. So initially, he has 1,200 bushels to start with. He is gaining 100 bushels every week he waits. So I'm going to need to multiply that by X because I don't know how many weeks he's going to wait. The price started at $3 per bushel, but it's dropping 10 cents for every week he waits. Okay, so let's expand this through, FOIL it. We get 3,600 minus 120x, which is outside times outside. Inside times inside would be plus 300x. Last times last would be minus 10x squared. Okay, so let's just rearrange this, collect our like terms. So negative 10x squared, put that in front, plus 180x. Collected those two, plus 3,600. All right, so what are we looking for? Okay, what two things are we talking about here? X is the number of weeks that it takes before he harvests his crop, and R is the revenue. So this is his profits, and we want to maximize his profits, right? We want to find that maximum profit. So what we're trying to find here is we want to find the vertex of the quadratic. And remember, the vertex in this case is going to represent X, which is number of weeks, comma R, which is maximum revenue. So this is what we're looking for. All right, so besides completing the square, you do not have to complete the square algebraically to solve this question. You could just use the vertex of any quadratic by finding negative b divided by 2a, this vertex formula that we talked about a few days ago. And this gives you the x coordinate of your vertex, okay? So from there, you'd have to go and find your y value. So if we were to find the x coordinate of our vertex, we'd take a negative 180 divided by 2 times a negative 10. And that x coordinate ends up to be 9 when we do that, okay? So our vertex is going to be 9 comma something. So to find the y value, or the revenue in this case, I would take this x and take it and substitute it in for x in my equation. So the revenue for this would be negative 10 times 9 squared plus 180 times 9 plus 3,600. Okay, so this revenue value ends up to be 4,410. Okay. So let's go back and answer the question. When should he harvest his crops? He should harvest in 9 weeks' time. His profits will be $4,410. Okay, so you need to pick a method that you want to stick to. Either find that vertex by completing the square, or find that vertex by using this negative b divided by 2a. It's totally up to you. They're both algebraic processes. You need to pick one.